Welcome back, folks. Just before we begin, it's a fun idea if you comment with your location. Thanks a bunch. Please like and subscribe. Let's get cozy and start the session. The morning sun filters through the curtains, casting a warm glow over the bedroom. I stretch, feeling the familiar comfort of my bed. Rachel sits at the edge, her back to me, brushing her long, dark hair. Her scent, a mix of lavender and vanilla, fills the room. I reach out to touch her, but she pulls away, standing up abruptly. "Honey, Dave is already here honking. Let's go and I'll introduce you to him," she says, her voice casual, almost dismissive. I sit up, the words hitting me like a punch to the gut. "What the hell are you talking about, Rachel? Who's Dave?" She looks at me, her eyes cold and distant. "He's a friend. We're going away for the weekend." "Are you out of your mind? If he comes within a foot of this house, he'll regret it. And if you leave with him now, you'll regret it for the rest of your life." Rachel's lips curl into a mocking smile. "We'll see about that." She walks out of the bedroom, leaving me stunned. I hear the front door open, then slam shut. I rush to the window and see her get into a car with a tall, muscular man. He glances up, meeting my gaze for a brief moment, then speeds away. I stand there trembling with rage and disbelief. How could she do this to me? To our kids? I'm Michael, a successful lawyer in my early 40s. I've spent years building my career, earning respect in the courtroom. But more than that, I'm a devoted father to our two children, Emma and Jake. They're my world. And Rachel, she's been the love of my life. Or so I thought. Our life together seemed perfect. Weekends at the beach, family dinners, bedtime stories. I trusted Rachel completely. We had our ups and downs like any couple, but I never doubted her fidelity. Until now. My thoughts race as I pace the room. How long has this been going on? How could I have missed the signs? The late-night phone calls, the sudden business trips, the growing distance between us. It all makes sense now, and the realization is like a knife to my heart. I grab my phone, ready to call her, to demand answers. But then I stop. What good would it do? She's made her choice. She's with him. I slump onto the bed, feeling defeated. The room seems colder, emptier without her. My mind drifts to Emma and Jake. How will I explain this to them? How will they react? The thought of their innocent faces twisted in confusion and pain makes my chest tighten. I close my eyes, trying to steady my breathing. Everything seems so ordinary this morning, a typical Saturday. But now everything has changed. I hear a soft knock on the door and look up. It's Emma, her big blue eyes wide with concern. "Daddy, where's Mommy?" I force a smile, hiding the turmoil inside. She had to go out for a bit, sweetie. She'll be back soon." Emma nods, but I can see the doubt in her eyes. She senses something is wrong. Kids always do. As I hug her, I silently vow to protect my children, no matter what. Rachel's betrayal has shattered our lives, but I will pick up the pieces. For Emma and Jake, I will be strong. The week passes in a blur. Rachel's absence is a gaping hole in our lives. Emma and Jake ask about her constantly. I deflect, telling them she's on a trip. They sense the lie, but they don't push. My nights are the worst, alone in our bed, the scent of her perfume lingering, a cruel reminder of her betrayal. I find solace in a bottle of whiskey, the burn numbing the ache in my chest. One evening, a thick envelope arrives. The handwriting is Rachel's. My hands tremble as I open it. The letter inside is long, filled with details of her affair with Dave. But the final paragraph is what breaks me. "Michael, you need to know the truth. Emma and Jake aren't yours. Dave is their biological father." I collapse onto the couch, the letter slipping from my fingers. My world, already teetering, shatters. The kids, my kids, aren't mine. I feel a mix of devastation, fury, and helplessness. The woman I loved, trusted, has deceived me in the most profound way possible. I can't think straight, can't breathe. The next morning, I confront Rachel. I track her down to Dave's apartment. She answers the door, her eyes widening in surprise. "Michael, what are you doing here?" I shove the letter in her face. "Explain this. Now." Rachel's face hardens. "You were never meant to find out like this." Then how, Rachel? How the hell was I supposed to find out that the kids I've been raising aren't mine? That you've been lying to me for years? She steps back, crossing her arms. I didn't think you could handle the truth. I was trying to protect you. Protect me from what? The reality that my entire marriage was a sham? Our argument escalates, voices rising. Dave appears, standing behind Rachel. Maybe you should leave, Michael. This isn't helping anyone. I glare at him. Stay out of this, Dave. This is between me and my wife. Rachel sighs. Ex-wife. We're done, Michael. It's over. I leave, my anger and pain boiling over. Back home, I sit in silence, the weight of Rachel's words crushing me. I can't let her get away with this. She's destroyed my life, my family. I need justice. I call my attorney, Tom, and explain the situation. He listens quietly, then says, Michael, you have a strong case for paternity fraud. We can take her to court, but it's going to be messy. Are you sure you want to go through with this? I have to, Tom. For Emma and Jake, for me. The next few weeks are a whirlwind of legal meetings and gathering evidence. Tom recommends hiring a private investigator, someone who can dig into Rachel and Dave's backgrounds. I agree, knowing I need every advantage I can get. The kids sense the tension, their usually vibrant energy dimming. I try to keep things normal, but it's impossible. One night, as I tuck Emma into bed, she looks up at me with tear-filled eyes. Daddy, why is Mommy staying with Uncle Dave? Is she coming back? My heart breaks. I don't know, sweetie, but I promise I'll always be here for you and Jake, no matter what. Days turn into weeks, and the legal battle begins. Rachel retaliates, accusing me of domestic abuse in an attempt to gain sympathy and custody of the kids. It's a dirty tactic, one that stings because it's so far from the truth. Tom and I fight back with evidence of Rachel's deceit and Dave's criminal history. We uncover financial records showing Rachel funneled money to Dave for years using our joint accounts. It's a betrayal on every level. The stress takes its toll. I can't sleep, can't focus at work. My colleagues notice, their concerned looks following me everywhere. I confide in my closest friend Alex, who offers support in a placed event. He's the one who suggests therapy, something I initially resist but eventually agree to. Therapy helps, giving me a space to process my anger and grief. My therapist, Dr. Reed, is a calm presence, guiding me through the chaos. You need to focus on what you can control, Michael. Your kids need you to be strong. I take his advice to heart, channeling my energy into being the best father I can be. I help Emma with her school projects, take Jake to soccer practice, and try to create a semblance of normalcy in their lives. But the shadow of the upcoming trial looms over us. One afternoon, I receive a call from the private investigator. Michael, you need to see this. He hands me a folder filled with photos and documents. It's worse than I imagined. Dave isn't just a petty criminal. He's involved in serious crimes, including fraud and assault. This could be the leverage we need in court. The trial begins, and the tension is palpable. Rachel's lawyer paints me as an unfit father, using every dirty trick in the book. But Tom is relentless, presenting our evidence methodically, dismantling their arguments piece by piece. Rachel takes the stand, her demeanor cold and calculating. She tries to justify her actions, claiming she was unhappy and felt trapped. But her words ring hollow. The jury sees through her lies, their expressions hardening. Finally, it's my turn to testify. I speak from the heart, describing the pain of Rachel's betrayal and my unwavering love for Emma and Jake. I reveal the truth about Dave's criminal background, the financial deceit, the emotional manipulation. It's exhausting, but I know it's necessary. As the trial progresses, the tide begins to turn. The judge listens intently, his expression serious. The prosecution's case weakens under the weight of our evidence. Rachel's accusations of abuse fall flat, unsupported by any credible proof. In a final desperate move, Rachel claims I was never a good husband, that I neglected her needs. It's a low blow, one that stings because I know there's some truth in it, but it doesn't excuse her actions. The trial drags on, each day a battle. I go home each night, exhausted but determined. I find strength in Emma and Jake. Their smiles a beacon in the darkness. They don't know the full extent of what's happening, but they sense the importance of it. One morning, just before heading to court, I get a call from Rachel. Her voice is shaky, unsteady. "Michael, I'm sorry. I never meant for it to get this far." Her words infuriate me. "It's too late for apologies, Rachel. This isn't just about us anymore. It's about our kids." She hangs up and I head to court with renewed determination. The final day of the trial is intense. Tom presents our closing arguments, highlighting the damage Rachel has caused and the stability I provide for Emma and Jake. The judge deliberates, the courtroom silent with anticipation. When he returns, his decision is clear. I'm awarded full custody of the kids, and Rachel is held accountable for paternity fraud. It's a victory, but it feels bittersweet. Rachel's face crumples as the verdict is read. She's led away, and I feel a strange mix of relief and sorrow. Despite everything, she's still the mother of my children. But she made her choices, and now she must face the consequences. After the trial, the kids and I begin to rebuild our lives. It's not easy, but we take it one day at a time. I focus on my work, my kids, and healing from the wounds Rachel left behind. We attend therapy together, slowly mending the trust that was shattered. I know the road ahead is long, but I'm ready to face it. For Emma and Jake, I'll be the father they need, the stability they deserve. Rachel's betrayal has changed us all, but we'll emerge stronger. I hire the best private investigator I can find. John's a former cop with a knack for digging up dirt. We meet in a small, dimly lit cafe. His handshake is firm, his gaze steady. I brief him on Rachel, Dave, and the kids. He listens, taking notes, nodding occasionally. "I'll find what you need, Michael." "But this won't be easy," John says, his voice low and serious. "I'm ready for whatever it takes," I reply, my determination solid. John starts his investigation. Meanwhile, I gather my legal team. Tom, my lawyer, is relentless, methodical. We review every detail, every piece of evidence. My partners at the firm offer support, though the whispers and concerned glances are hard to ignore. My personal life is bleeding into my professional world, and I can feel the strain. Breaking the news to the kids is the hardest part. I sit them down one evening, trying to find the right words. Emma, with her big blue eyes, looks up at me, sensing the gravity of the moment. Jake fidgets, his young face confused. "Mommy and I are having some problems," I begin, my voice shaking. She's with someone else right now, and we found out something important. I'm still your dad, but we've learned that there's another man who's also your biological father." Emma's eyes well up with tears. "What does that mean, Daddy? Are you going to leave us too?" I pull her close, my heart breaking. "No, sweetie, never. I'll always be here for you. Nothing will ever change that." Jake's silence is heavy. He's too young to fully grasp it, but the impact is clear. This revelation, this betrayal, is ripping our family apart. Rachel retaliates swiftly. She accuses me of domestic abuse, painting a false picture of our marriage. The accusations are baseless, but the damage is done. Her goal is clear: to alienate the kids from me, to destroy my credibility. Tom advises me to stay calm, to trust the process. But it's hard. The court hearings are grueling. Rachel's lawyer is ruthless, twisting facts, manipulating evidence. I sit in the courtroom, my anger simmering, watching Rachel lie through her teeth. The woman I once loved is now my adversary, and it's a bitter pill to swallow. John's investigation uncovers startling truths. Dave isn't just a homewrecker. He's a criminal. Fraud, assault, a litany of offenses that paint a dark picture. This information is our weapon, our leverage. Tom prepares to use it to turn the tide in our favor. Work becomes a battlefield. My colleagues are supportive, but the tension is palpable. My personal scandal is the talk of the office. Clients are concerned. My reputation is at stake. I throw myself into my work, trying to maintain a semblance of normalcy, but it's a losing battle. The stress is overwhelming. The custody battle intensifies. Rachel and Dave make a desperate move. They plan to flee the country with the kids. John gets wind of it just in time. I rush to the airport, adrenaline coursing through me. I spot them near the security checkpoint. Rachel is holding Emma's hand, Dave clutching Jake's shoulder. My heart races. "Rachel, stop!" I shout, my voice echoing through the terminal. She turns, her face a mask of defiance. "Leave us alone, Michael. This is for the best." I step forward, security closing in. "You're not taking them. Not like this." Dave steps between us, his posture threatening. "Back off, Michael." I glare at him, my rage barely contained. "You don't get to do this. You don't get to destroy my family." The police arrive, detaining Rachel and Dave. The kids are confused, scared. I kneel down, holding them close, promising them it's going to be okay. The legal consequences of their attempted flight strengthen our case. Rachel's actions are desperate, reckless. It's clear she's unfit to have custody. In court, Tom is brilliant. He presents the evidence meticulously. Rachel's lies, Dave's criminal history, their attempt to flee, it all paints a damning picture. But Rachel's lawyer fights back, presenting damaging evidence against me. Emails, texts, moments of frustration taken out of context. They try to depict me as unfit, unstable. The trial becomes a public spectacle. The media catches wind of the dramatic airport standoff, and suddenly our private hell is plastered on every screen. My face, Rachel's face, the kids, it's all there for the world to see. The scrutiny is intense, invasive. During a recess, I retreat to a quiet corner, my head in my hands. Alex finds me, his expression sympathetic. "Hang in there, Michael. You're doing great." "I just want this to be over," I whisper, the weight of the world on my shoulders. As the trial drags on, the stress takes its toll. I can't sleep, can't eat. I'm constantly on edge, fearing the worst. But I draw strength from Emma and Jake. Their innocence, their trust in me, it's what keeps me going. Tom delivers our closing argument with precision. He highlights Rachel's deceit, the emotional trauma inflicted on the kids, and my unwavering commitment to them. It's compelling, powerful. The courtroom is silent, all eyes on the judge as he deliberates. When the verdict is read, I feel a rush of relief. I'm awarded full custody of Emma and Jake. Rachel is held accountable for paternity fraud. It's a victory, but it's bittersweet. Rachel's face crumples as the reality sinks in. She's led away, and I feel a strange mix of relief and sorrow. Despite everything, she's still the mother of my children. But she made her choices, and now she must face the consequences. The aftermath is a whirlwind. Rachel is sentenced to prison time. Dave faces separate criminal charges. The kids struggle with the truth about their paternity, but with therapy and my unwavering support, they begin to heal. My law firm rallies around me, helping to restore my professional reputation. I focus on rebuilding our lives. I pour my energy into my work, my kids, and my own healing. We attend therapy together, slowly mending the trust that was shattered. Emma and Jake are resilient, stronger than I ever imagined. They adapt, finding a new normal. One evening, I sit with them in our new home, a sense of peace settling over us. "We've been through a lot," I say, my voice steady, "but we're going to be okay. We're a team." Emma nods, a small smile forming. "We're a team, Daddy." Jake looks up at me, his eyes bright. "Forever?" "Forever," I promise, pulling them close. We've been through hell, but we've come out the other side stronger, together. As I tuck them into bed, I feel a sense of hope for the first time in months. We're healing, slowly but surely. The road ahead is long, but we're ready to face it. For Emma and Jake, I'll be the father they need, the stability they deserve. Rachel's betrayal has changed us all, but we'll emerge stronger. Tracking Rachel and Dave to the airport is a frantic, adrenaline-fueled rush. John's tip came just in time. I race through the crowded terminal, heart pounding, eyes scanning for any sign of them. I finally spot them near the security checkpoint. Rachel looks panicked, clutching Emma's hand, while Dave stands behind Jake, his hand on the boy's shoulder. "Rachel, stop!" I shout, my voice echoing through the terminal. She turns, her face a mix of shock and defiance. "Leave us alone, Michael. This is for the best." I push through the crowd, closing the distance between us. "You're not taking them, not like this." Dave steps in front of me, his posture aggressive. Back off, Michael. I glare at him, barely able to contain my rage. You don't get to do this. You don't get to destroy my family. Security intervenes, detaining Rachel and Dave. Emma and Jake cling to me, confused and scared. I hold them tight, promising them it's going to be okay. The police take statements, and Rachel and Dave are escorted away. The media catches wind of the drama, cameras flashing, reporters shouting questions. Our private hell becomes a public spectacle. The custody battle reaches its climax in court. The tension is palpable as we present our case. Tom is brilliant, laying out the evidence meticulously. He highlights Rachel's deceit, Dave's criminal history, and their reckless attempt to flee the country with the kids. It paints a damning picture. Rachel's lawyer fights back with everything they've got. They present damaging evidence against me, twisting facts, taking my frustrations and fears out of context. They portray me as an unfit father, unstable and unreliable. The attacks are relentless, each one a punch to the gut. But I stand my ground, fueled by my love for Emma and Jake. The trial becomes a media circus. The courtroom is packed with reporters and spectators. Every detail of our lives is dissected and broadcasted. The scrutiny is intense, invasive. But I have to stay focused. This isn't just about me, it's about my kids. Rachel takes the stand, her demeanor cold and calculating. She tries to justify her actions, claiming she was unhappy and felt trapped. She paints herself as a victim, but her words ring hollow. The jury sees through her lies, their expressions hardening as she speaks. Finally, it's my turn. I take a deep breath, stepping up to the witness stand. I speak from the heart, describing the pain of Rachel's betrayal and my unwavering love for Emma and Jake. I reveal the truth about Dave's criminal background, the financial deceit, and the emotional manipulation. It's exhausting, but I know it's necessary. Tom presents our closing arguments with precision. He highlights the damage Rachel has caused, the emotional trauma inflicted on the kids, and my commitment to providing a stable, loving home for them. It's compelling, powerful. The courtroom is silent, all eyes on the judge as he deliberates. When the verdict is read, I feel a rush of relief. I'm awarded full custody of Emma and Jake. Rachel is held accountable for paternity fraud. It's a victory, but it's bittersweet. Rachel's face crumples as the reality sinks in. She's led away, and I feel a strange mix of relief and sorrow. Despite everything, she's still the mother of my children. But she made her choices, and now she must face the consequences. The aftermath is a whirlwind. Rachel is sentenced to prison time. Dave faces separate criminal charges. The kids struggle with the truth about their paternity, but with therapy and my unwavering support, they begin to heal. My law firm rallies around me, helping to restore my professional reputation. We focus on rebuilding our lives. I pour my energy into my work, my kids, and my own healing. We attend therapy together, slowly mending the trust that was shattered. Emma and Jake are resilient, stronger than I ever imagined. They adapt, finding a new normal. One evening, I sit with them in our new home, a sense of peace settling over us. We've been through a lot, I say, my voice steady, but we're going to be okay. We're a team. Emma nods, a small smile forming. We're a team, Daddy. Jake looks up at me, his eyes bright. Forever? Forever, I promise, pulling them close. We've been through hell, but we've come out the other side stronger, together. As I tuck them into bed, I feel a sense of hope for the first time in months. We're healing, slowly but surely. The road ahead is long, but we're ready to face it. For Emma and Jake, I'll be the father they need, the stability they deserve. Rachel's betrayal has changed us all, but we'll emerge stronger. The day of the sentencing, I sit in the courtroom, watching Rachel as the judge delivers the sentence. She looks small, defeated. The sentence is harsh but fair, reflecting the severity of her actions. Dave's trial follows, and his criminal past ensures a long sentence. Justice is served, but the emotional wounds will take time to heal. I focus on creating a stable, loving environment for Emma and Jake. Our new home is a fresh start, a place free from the shadows of the past. I decorate their rooms with care, filling them with colors and toys that bring smiles to their faces. We establish new routines, building a sense of security and normalcy. Therapy sessions become a cornerstone of our lives. Dr. Reed guides us through the complex emotions, helping us navigate the pain and confusion. Emma opens up about her fears and dreams, her resilience shining through. Jake, too, finds his voice, expressing his emotions in ways that surprise me. The media attention eventually fades, and life begins to settle. My law firm stands by me, supporting me through the tough times. My reputation slowly rebuilds, clients trusting me once again. My colleagues become a second family, their unwavering support a source of strength. One evening, as the kids play in the yard, I sit on the porch, reflecting on the journey we've been through. The sun sets, casting a warm glow over our new home. I feel a sense of peace, a quiet contentment. We've faced unimaginable challenges, but we've come through stronger, more united. I watch Emma and Jake, their laughter filling the air. They're resilient, stronger than I ever imagined. They've adapted, finding joy and security in our new life. They're my inspiration, my reason to keep going. I think about the future, about the possibility of new relationships. I'm cautious, protective of my heart and my children. But I'm also hopeful. The scars of the past are deep, but they don't define us. We're moving forward, one step at a time. One evening, I receive a call from Rachel. It's unexpected, her voice shaky and uncertain. "Michael, I'm sorry. I know I've hurt you and the kids. I just, I wanted you to know that." Her words stir a mix of emotions: anger, sadness, a hint of compassion. "Rachel, it's too late for apologies. The damage is done, but I hope you find peace." She hangs up and I sit in silence, the weight of the conversation settling over me. It's a small step towards closure, a necessary one. The path to healing is long, but I'm ready to face it. As I tuck Emma and Jake into bed, I feel a sense of hope for the first time in months. We're healing, slowly but surely. The road ahead is long, but we're ready to face it. For Emma and Jake, I'll be the father they need, the stability they deserve. Rachel's betrayal has changed us all, but we'll emerge stronger. Life moves forward. We celebrate birthdays, holidays, small victories. Each day is a step towards healing, towards rebuilding. I focus on being present, on creating happy memories for Emma and Jake. They're my priority, my heart and soul. I start to open up to new possibilities, cautiously optimistic. The scars of the past are deep, but they don't define us. We're moving forward, one step at a time. Emma and Jake's laughter fills our home, a constant reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. We've faced unimaginable challenges, but we've come through stronger, more united. Our journey is far from over, but we're ready to face whatever comes our way. For Emma and Jake, I'll be the father they need, the stability they deserve. Together, we'll build a future filled with love, hope, and new beginnings. Tom and I sit in the courtroom, our nerves taut. Today is the final day of the trial. Rachel's manipulation and deceit are under the microscope. Tom's presentation is impeccable. He meticulously details the emotional trauma Rachel inflicted on Emma and Jake. He paints a vivid picture of the pain and confusion they endured because of her lies. The courtroom is silent, everyone hanging on Tom's every word. "This isn't just about Michael," Tom says, his voice steady and clear. "It's about two innocent children who deserve stability, love, and honesty. Rachel's actions have shattered their world. It's time for justice." Rachel's lawyer tries to counter, but the evidence is overwhelming. The financial records, the attempted flight, and Dave's criminal background all point to Rachel's unfitness as a mother. The judge listens intently, his expression grave. Finally, the judge delivers his verdict. "I'm granted full custody of Emma and Jake. Rachel is found guilty of paternity fraud and sentenced to prison time. Dave faces separate criminal charges. The relief is immense, but it's tinged with sadness. Rachel's actions have left scars that will take time to heal." Back at home, I sit Emma and Jake down. "Mommy won't be coming back for a while," I say gently, "but we're going to be okay. We have each other." Emma nods, her eyes filled with understanding beyond her years. Jake clings to me, his small hands gripping my shirt. "We'll be okay, Daddy," Emma says, her voice steady. "We're a team." The days that follow are filled with adjustments. Therapy sessions help us navigate the complex emotions we're all feeling. Dr. Reed guides us through the healing process, helping Emma and Jake understand that they are loved and that none of this is their fault. Work becomes a refuge. My colleagues rally around me, their support unwavering. My professional reputation begins to mend, clients returning with renewed trust. I throw myself into my cases, finding solace in the familiar rhythm of the courtroom. One evening, I sit in my office reviewing a case file. The door opens, and Alex steps in. "How are you holding up?" he asks, concern etched on his face. I lean back, rubbing my temples. "It's been tough, but we're getting through it. The kids are resilient." Alex nods, sitting across from me. "You're doing a great job, Michael. It's not easy, but you're handling it with strength and grace." I smile, grateful for his words. "Thanks, Alex. That means a lot." As weeks turn into months, a new sense of normalcy begins to settle in. Emma and Jake adjust to our new routine. We find joy in small moments, family dinners, movie nights, and weekend outings. Our bond grows stronger, the wounds slowly healing. One night, as I tuck Emma into bed, she looks up at me with her big blue eyes. "Daddy, do you think Mommy will ever come back?" I take a deep breath, choosing my words carefully. "I don't know, sweetie, but no matter what happens, we'll be okay. We have each other." She nods, seeming satisfied with my answer. "I love you, Daddy." "I love you too, Emma, always." Therapy helps us all. Emma and Jake begin to process their feelings, their trust in me growing stronger. I learn to forgive myself for not seeing the signs earlier, for believing in Rachel's lies. It's a slow process, but we're making progress. One afternoon, as I pick the kids up from school, Emma hands me a drawing. It's a picture of our family, just the three of us. "I made this for you, Daddy," she says, her face beaming with pride. I look at the drawing, my heart swelling with emotion. "It's beautiful, Emma. Thank you." Jake tugs at my sleeve. "Look, Daddy, I drew one too." I kneel down, taking his drawing. It's a messy, colorful depiction of us playing in the park. "I love it, buddy. You're both amazing artists." We head home, the drawings proudly displayed on the refrigerator. These small moments, these simple joys, are what keep us going. We're building a new life, one filled with love and hope. The legal battle has taken its toll, but we're coming out the other side stronger. Rachel's betrayal will always be a part of our story, but it doesn't define us. We're moving forward, healing together. One evening as I sit on the porch, watching the sunset, I think about the future. I'm cautious but hopeful. The scars of the past are deep, but they've made us stronger. I know that we're on the right path. I receive a call from Tom. "Michael, I wanted to let you know that Rachel's appeal has been denied. She'll serve her full sentence." I thank him, feeling a mix of relief and sorrow. It's a necessary step towards closure, but it's not the end of our journey. We still have a long way to go, but we're facing it together. Life begins to settle into a new rhythm. I focus on my work, my kids, and our healing. Emma and Jake are thriving, their laughter filling our home. We're creating new memories, building a future filled with promise. One evening, I receive a call from Rachel. Her voice is shaky, filled with regret. "Michael, I'm so sorry for everything. I know I've hurt you and the kids. I wanted to apologize." Her words stir a mix of emotions: anger, sadness, a hint of compassion. "Rachel, it's too late for apologies. The damage is done, but I hope you find peace." She hangs up and I sit in silence, the weight of the conversation settling over me. It's a small step towards closure, a necessary one. The path to healing is long, but I'm ready to face it. As I tuck Emma and Jake into bed, I feel a sense of hope for the first time in months. We're healing, slowly but surely. The road ahead is long, but we're ready to face it. For Emma and Jake, I'll be the father they need, the stability they deserve. Rachel's betrayal has changed us all, but we'll emerge stronger. Life moves forward. We celebrate birthdays, holidays, small victories. Each day is a step towards healing, towards rebuilding. I focus on being present, on creating happy memories for Emma and Jake. They're my priority, my heart and soul. I start to open up to new possibilities, cautiously optimistic. The scars of the past are deep, but they don't define us. We're moving forward, one step at a time. Emma and Jake's laughter fills our home, a constant reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. We've faced unimaginable challenges, but we've come through stronger, more united. Our journey is far from over, but we're ready to face whatever comes our way. For Emma and Jake, I'll be the father they need, the stability they deserve. Together, we'll build a future filled with love, hope, and new beginnings. Rachel's appeal goes to court. I sit beside Tom, my nerves on edge. The courtroom is tense, everyone waiting for the next chapter in our saga. Rachel appears pale and gaunt, a stark contrast to the confident woman she once was. Her lawyer makes a final plea for leniency, arguing that Rachel acted out of desperation. Tom rises, calm and composed. Your Honor, the facts remain unchanged. Rachel's actions have caused irreparable harm to Michael and their children. The original sentence is just and appropriate. The judge nods, his expression stern. The appeal is denied. Rachel will serve her full sentence. The gavel falls and it's over. A small but significant victory. I leave the courtroom with a mixture of relief and sorrow. Despite everything, Rachel is still the mother of my children. Her absence leaves a void that's hard to fill. But I can't dwell on that now. I have to focus on Emma and Jake, on rebuilding our lives. I decide it's time to confront Dave one last time. I need to ensure he stays away from my family for good. I find him at a rundown bar nursing a drink. He looks up, surprised to see me. What do you want, Michael? He sneers, his voice slurred. I want you to stay away from my family, I say, my voice steady. You've caused enough damage. Don't make it worse. Dave laughs bitterly. You think you can scare me off? I lean in, my eyes locked on his. This isn't a threat, Dave. It's a promise. If you come near my kids again, I'll make sure you regret it. He glares at me, but there's fear in his eyes. He knows I'm serious. Without another word, I turn and leave, feeling a weight lift off my shoulders. It's time to move on. Therapy continues to be a crucial part of our healing. Emma and Jake attend regularly, their progress steady. They're learning to trust again, to open up about their feelings. It's a slow process, but it's working. I'm proud of their resilience, their strength. One evening after a particularly tough session, Emma turns to me. Daddy, do you think we'll ever be happy again? I kneel down, looking into her eyes. Yes, sweetheart, we will be happy again. It's going to take time, but we'll get there, together. Jake nods, his small hand gripping mine. We're a team, right? Right, I say, smiling. We're a team. We decide it's time for a fresh start. We find a new home, a place free from the shadows of the past. Moving day is hectic but exciting. Emma and Jake are thrilled, their laughter filling the house as they explore their new rooms. Our new home is a symbol of hope, of new beginnings. We paint the walls bright colors, filling the space with warmth and love. It feels good to start over, to leave the pain behind. Each day we build new memories, creating a future filled with. The move to our new home is a turning point. The house is smaller, cozier, but filled with potential. I watch Emma and Jake explore the rooms, their laughter echoing through the halls. It's a fresh start, a place where we can build new memories away from the shadows of the past. I reflect on our journey, the betrayal, the court battles, the emotional upheaval. It all seems like a distant nightmare now. We've come through stronger, more united. Emma and Jake are thriving, their resilience a constant source of inspiration. They've taught me the true meaning of strength and courage. One evening, as we sit together for dinner, Emma looks up at me, her eyes bright. Daddy, do you think Mommy will ever come back? I take a deep breath, choosing my words carefully. I don't know, sweetheart, but what I do know is that no matter what happens, we have each other. We're a team. Jake nods, his small hand reaching out to hold mine. Forever? Forever, I promise, squeezing his hand gently. Life begins to settle into a new rhythm. I focus on my work, my kids, and our healing. We attend therapy sessions regularly, and the progress is evident. Emma and Jake are learning to trust again, to open up about their feelings. I'm proud of their resilience, their ability to adapt and grow. One afternoon, I receive a call from Tom. Michael, I wanted to let you know that Rachel's appeal has been denied. She'll serve her full sentence. I thank him, feeling a mix of relief and sorrow. It's a necessary step towards closure, but it's not the end of our journey. We still have a long way to go, but we're facing it together. I start to open up to new possibilities. I meet someone, a woman named Laura, through mutual friends. She's kind, understanding, and patient. We take things slow, and I introduce her to Emma and Jake. They like her immediately, and it's a good sign. One evening, Laura and I sit on the porch watching the sunset. You've been through so much, Michael, she says, her hand resting on mine. But you've come out stronger. Your kids are amazing. I smile, looking at her. They are, and so are you. Laura leans in, her lips brushing mine. It's a soft, tentative kiss, filled with promise. For the first time in a long while, I feel a glimmer of hope for the future. I consider writing a book about our experiences. I want to help others who might be facing similar situations, to let them know they're not alone. I start jotting down notes, memories, and reflections. It's a cathartic process, a way to make sense of everything we've been through. One evening, Emma finds me at my desk, writing. What are you doing, Daddy? I smile, pulling her onto my lap. I'm writing about our journey, about how strong and brave you and Jake have been. She beams, her eyes shining. Can I read it when you're done? Of course, I say, kissing her forehead. It's our story, after all. Life moves forward, filled with small victories and moments of joy. We celebrate birthdays, holidays, and the simple pleasure of being together. Each day is a step towards healing, towards rebuilding our lives. I watch Emma and Jake grow, their laughter filling our home. They're happy, secure, and that's all I've ever wanted for them. We've faced unimaginable challenges, but we've come through stronger, more united. Our journey is far from over, but we're ready to face whatever comes our way. As I tuck them into bed one night, I feel a sense of peace. We've been through hell, but we've emerged stronger. The scars of the past are deep, but they don't define us. We're moving forward, one step at a time. I sit on the porch watching the stars. Laura joins me, her hand slipping into mine. What are you thinking about? She asks. About the future, I say, squeezing her hand. About how far we've come. She smiles, leaning her head on my shoulder. The future looks bright, Michael. It does. For the first time in a long while, I feel a sense of hope, of possibility. We're on the right path, and we're facing it together. Reflecting on our journey, I see the strength and resilience we've found in each other. We've faced betrayal, pain, and uncertainty, but we've come through it all stronger and more united. Emma and Jake have taught me the true meaning of love and courage. Laura has shown me that there is hope and happiness after the storm. Our new home is a symbol of our new beginning. It's filled with laughter, love, and the promise of a brighter future. We've built a life that's strong and resilient, a testament to our journey. I finished the first draft of my book, A Labor of Love and Healing. It's a story of our journey, of the challenges we've faced and the strength we've found. I hope it will help others, that it will show them that they are not alone. As I sit with Laura on the porch, watching the sunset, I feel a sense of closure. The past is behind us, but it has shaped who we are. We're moving forward, one step at a time, towards a future filled with hope and possibility. The journey has been long and difficult, but it has also been filled with moments of joy and love. Emma and Jake are thriving, their laughter a constant reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. Laura is a source of strength and love, a new chapter in our lives. We've faced unimaginable challenges, but we've come through stronger, more united. Our journey is far from over, but we're ready to face whatever comes our way. For Emma and Jake, for Laura, and for myself, I'll continue to build a future filled with love, hope, and new beginnings.